performance of the car. I'm not sure how true it is, but the AC cooling is not that great in Slavia. Here it is like this cools the cabin instantly. Now I'm increasing the temperature because it's freaking cold. If you see my hand, it's like it's already cold, as if I'm in some water. So that's what AC cooling was not that great there. I was slightly sweating. I just have to drop it so less for me to feel better. Even during it was raining outside, still it was like that. And I think that's about it. I felt the ride quality and the suspension setup, everything, I kind of preferred the Hey guys, I'll get straight into the video. So few days back I would have posted my driving experience review with Skoda Slavia. So yeah, so many of you guys asked how it compares with Nline, and you guys asked me for a comparison video. So if you haven't seen my Skoda Slavia's driving experience review, I'll add a card here, you can watch it. Yeah, coming back to this Nline and Skoda Slavia, they both are in almost similar price range if you're getting that 1 liter TSI engine. So I'll tell you the difference between both with few pointers. Maybe that will help you guys decide which one is your car. You can decide based on that. So there are 5 points. I'll discuss about mileage, performance, suspension and handling, steering feedback, visibility in rain, interior quality, AC cooling, everything. I think more than 5 points. Yeah. So first one, mileage. So both are 1 liter turbo engines. This is 1 liter TGDI and that is 1 liter TSI engine. Both are almost same only. And when it comes to mileage, when I was driving Slavia in the same route, I was getting around 13.6 something. With Nline I was getting around 14.4. Not a big difference because yeah, it's similar. It's almost similar. You don't find any big difference between both, so it's almost similar. And yeah, if you are looking at this car, or if you're planning to buy this car, pretty sure mileage is not your first priority. You would be someone who is more interested in the performance. So for the second point, yeah, when it comes to performance, both are pretty much beast in their category. Even in city drives, you can easily flick, you can easily overtake. You drop a gear, you will do anything, you can do anything. That's the thing about this 1 liter turbo. For this hatchback, compared to the size also, size to weight ratio also, the power to weight ratio is also quite similar. So this is performance wise, both are almost similar. I believe Skoda Slavia can go a little bit more. I think are crossing 200 or something, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah, this one I've seen people crossing 180 at least with the stock engine, stock performance. Next thing is suspension and handling. Okay, so this might be a controversial take. Even though I have this Nline, I would say I actually liked the suspension setup in Slavia. Main reason is you get a slightly softer suspension compared to Nline, but it doesn't compromise on the ride quality. I mean, it doesn't compromise on the handling quality. Like that handles exactly like this still, but the comfort is there. One second, guys. I don't know, I see a group of people, then I get anxious. Wrong way. They won't care. So yeah, I'm seeing this road like this for the last 5 months. Are they constructing, or they just abandoned it, I guess? Oh yeah, so the suspension and handling with Slavia, even though it's slightly softer, even though how to say, if we go on bad roads you won't feel much, it doesn't affect the comfortness, but still when it comes to handling, taking corners, or you might have seen me driving around that airport area with that circle thing, still the quality was good. There was almost a zero body roll. So suspension and handling, I have to give it to Slavia because it's definitely good. Like, pretty sure if you take your family, they won't complain. It was like that, not too soft, but pretty how to say, without compromising the handling performance, the suspension works. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but it is pretty good in Slavia. Okay, when it comes to visibility in rain, okay, steering feedback, okay, yeah, this is the one thing I would unbeatably like. I think Nline's steering feedback is miles better compared to the Slavia's one. Slavia's one is like super soft, like you can do it in one finger. I don't know how. In lower speeds it's fine, but when you are going in higher speeds, definitely that's not something I prefer. I prefer a steering that gets how to say, slight stiffness when you are on a higher speed. There's no signal. Nice. Yeah, steering feedbacks wise, I very much prefer the Nline's steering because of its stiffness. I would say that variableness, like you will feel that at lower speeds it will be slightly loose, but the more you accelerate, the more speed you pick up, it gets stiffer. So that is something I very much love about Nline. Visibility in rain, yeah, if you've seen that Slavia video, you'd know how I was bitching about the visibility, because it sucks. Even the owner of the car was telling me that the visibility is not that great in Slavia, so you should not go slow at night. He was telling me, even I'm actually going to pick his car only now. That's the thing, he was telling me explicitly, I don't know how in your car you're not even using wipers but it's clean, but you have to use in high mode. The wiper should be in high mode for you to see things clearly in Skoda. But that's what I was like freaking out driving in that highway, because it was raining heavily and it was forming smudges even when you're using in wiper with high speed and everything. I don't know, some sort of quality issue, or I'm not sure what exactly it is, but visibility wise it sucked big time. You can't if you have some issues with your wiper or something, then you are gone. Alright, next thing is interior quality. Interior quality is something I think this might be subjective, because I'm someone who is into this minimalistic setup. Like, I like when things are slightly minimalistic. Like this is also a dual tone interior, but you won't find it. Like, the dual tone is like this red in skirts, like the small red elements are the dual tone. Mostly this is black. Even the interior is, it's not beige, it's kind of grayish black, so it's kind of monochromatic vibe. It will give you that vibe, but yeah, it has that dual tone, but it's very minimalistic dual tone. With the Skoda Slavia, it was like, for me, I felt it's super flashy with different elements. It might look premium for some people, they might find it more premium, so it's very, very subjective, so you might like it. For me, what I didn't like is the quality. Quality wise, it was not that great. Whenever you see these kind of buses, even though it's school bus, college bus, give them way, because they will be the biggest assholes. They won't care what happens to your car, they won't care about anything, they will drive like maniacs. Go, 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 go. So it's better to give them way. I'm not even sure how. I've seen many school, college buses driving super rash. In this small street, they will do that. So it's better to be cautious. Give them way, it's fine. Anyway, we are stuck in the same lane. So yeah, with the interior, another gripe is that I didn't like the quality of materials used in Slavia. Mainly, somehow it felt super cheap. This is also hard plastic only. This is not something different from Slavia, but somehow I felt the finishing and the quality. If you see this AC button and everything, you can feel that quality when you touch. For me, I didn't feel that. I think they have a capacitive button, touch button for AC and other controls. I didn't like that much, and even the navigation of the infotainment cluster was not that great. So in this is a 2023 version, so now the current one comes with knobs and everything. So I always prefer physical buttons over anything, because yeah, it has that safety thing. You can't the touch will be always, I don't know, it's like we are evolving backwards with most of these touch elements. We need physical buttons. That what else is there? Yeah, actually I've seen more videos about, if you see Europe countries, right, the same similar I20 Nline, I20N models, multiple cars are there. If you see the interior, you will see very minor differences. It won't be, the differences won't be that big. But if you compare the same thing with the Skoda or the VAG group cars, I find the difference is so much. I'm not sure whether it's because they are doing this specifically for India, or I don't know. I literally felt a premium brand like Skoda should not have, I think he got the car 2 years back only, so yeah, they should not have a car with an interior like that. They should definitely have some. So for a premium car, at least they should work on building a good interior. Like, the elements were not good. Look wise it was good, but when you touch it, you'll know it was not that premium. It was, I don't know, the touch felt super cheap. Even the touch buttons, I didn't like it that much. One good thing is they have installed soft touch materials inside their cabin. So for handrest and everything, they have added soft touch material. So it was good. Here only handrest you have soft touch material. Even the soft touch material of Slavia was not that high quality. It felt slightly cheap only. So here you don't find that soft touch material on the buttons here, over there, or that side. For this handrest, I've got something from Amazon. I'm using that. I just keep it like that because if you've seen me, I don't like to drive that aggressively. I'm a very laid back driver. I like to drive like that. I like to feel things and drive. I don't like to drive very aggressively. So yeah, you can check that out. Maybe in the recent variant they might have changed, but with the one I've driven, I just felt the interior quality is not that great. At least they are, proudly they say they are German cars. For a German car, they should match up with that quality. I don't know whether they are doing this specifically for India or anything, but I just felt it's definitely not up to the mark. And when it comes to AC cooling, so I spoke with few other people who are already using Skoda. For the AC cooling also, they've said the same thing, like it's basically they are telling they might have tuned it in a way so that it doesn't affect the performance of the car. I'm not sure how true it is, but the AC cooling is not that great in Slavia. Here it is like this cools the cabin instantly. Now I'm increasing the temperature because it's freaking cold. If you see my hand, it's like it's already cold, as if I'm in some water. So that's what AC cooling was not that great there. I was slightly sweating. I just have to drop it so less for me to feel better. Even during it was raining outside, still it was like that. And I think that's about it. I felt the ride quality and the suspension setup, everything, I kind of preferred the Slavia one. Apart from that, most of the elements I prefer this Nline. So for you things might be different, so do take a test drive and decide. Maybe these might not be a deciding factor for you. And another thing is, okay, if you're getting a manual, so this is something I also found out, that they do have long gear thing for other cars as well. For Skoda Kushaq also they have this longer travel gear clutch, sorry. So basically the clutch feels like you have to stomp your foot inside. It literally feels like that. And that is something for a long drive, like you're doing, if you're in a city traffic, if you're driving between signals, I don't think you might appreciate that, because that was the biggest gripe for me. Like I've never seen a clutch like that. Every time you press, it feels like, I don't know. It was very tormenting for me. So yeah, these are the things. I believe compared to that, the DSG gearbox is very linear. Like it gives power, like compared to DCT and DSG, I'm saying. So if you've seen Hyundai, you will have DCT gearbox, the automatic one. So there it is DSG. So compared to DCT, DSG is slightly performance oriented. So the basically it doesn't shift to the second gear immediately, but with DCT it shifts to the second gear immediately. Wow, nice. E220D Audi. I think luxury cars are always freaking good. I know I'm saying that, but always focus on the road, guys. So these are all the things I felt different between both the cars. You might be having a different opinion. Do share it to me how you felt. So I'll also know whether anything new. And also Skoda Slavia has few other features as well. Like they have that engine start stop thing. Like if you're in traffic or anything, it will be very helpful. It will automatically turn off the engine if you don't do anything and starts back intuitively. So that is something good. It might help with mileage as well, a little bit. I think I've covered almost everything. Anything else? Yeah, do take a test drive, because whatever I say is you might be preferring the lightweight handle. So objectively something, you might not feel any of these things as a big con for the car, so decide on that. And also some of you guys asked about the setup, how I'm doing this video with this camera and everything. I think I've mentioned all the things I'm using, but I'll also make a short video. Maybe once I edit and post this video, I'll try to shoot the video. I'll make a separate video for that, how I'm shooting, how my setup is. It's basically, it's a very simple setup, anyone can do that. So I'll make another 5-minute video specifically for that, so that you guys can see it, because every video I see someone is commenting how you're shooting. So I don't like gatekeeping things, because I have commented like this on many people's video, what setup they use, what camera they use, but no one will respond back. So I know how it feels, and I hate people who gatekeep these things. Even this is like the very basic information, but still they would never share. I don't know why. So yeah, I will make a separate video just for the setup, not just for this, including the cockpit view. I have a tripod setup at the back side. I'll be using a Sony a7C II camera with a 16mm lens. I'll share everything in detail so that you guys will know. Lexus, nice. Their alloy wheel looks similar to my alloy wheel. I think I changed the angle. Fuck, there's an ambulance at the backside. Okay, they're not honking. I think no patient is there. Okay, a couple of people asked about this, why I'm using handbrake on certain places. So this is a clutchless manual car. Basically I'm using the handbrake as like a half clutch, how you use in a manual car. I'll make a video about all the transmissions. I'm getting another car. I'm supposed to get Kiger CVT, but it's not coming. I am actually getting another, I believe Tiago, I guess. One of my friends is bringing. That's a manual. So I'll be posting that drive video next week. This guy is going right, but still he's coming towards the left. We are lucky. So yeah, I'll make a video about manual, IMT, AMT, if possible. Yeah, all the different transmissions and how they work, so that it will be helpful. I believe IMT is something you guys might be hearing it newly, or you might not be familiar with, but almost every gearbox, everything has pretty much similar techniques only. I'll tell you guys. I'll make a separate video. He's cutting us in, but he's honking as if we are taking his path. The audacity. Alright guys, that's it then. For Skoda, I am taking the Skoda. I'm actually gonna make another video for my other channel. Maybe I will try to make another video with the Skoda. Let me know what else you want me to do. Maybe I will make a video with Skoda Slavia 1.0 TSI. Tell me in the comments if you want to see anything more in that car. Maybe I'll do a video specifically for this channel. That's it folks. I will see you guys in another good video, and thank you so much for your support. I know the cockpit videos you guys don't want to see. I'll try to make more POV videos like this with more good information. Alright then, see you guys. Bye.